you crave as well, is you want the product on the floor. And at the end of the day, that's how you make the money. That's how you're marketable. That's, I think, what the fans get excited about. That's what the fans want to show up for. So, you know, it's business and it's a negotiation, and there has to be compromise on both sides. And, you know, we're starting to get down to the wire of it, and it's becoming really important. And, you know, obviously I want to help in any way I can, and I try to educate myself the best I can. Obviously, I can't speak to every single number. It's pretty complicated, but I think there are different things that we can find ways to say, no, like, we certainly deserve that and we're not going to compromise on that. And then other things that we can't
pass. And suddenly the world shifted. The footage Team USA prayed would stay hidden, it's everywhere now. And Caitlin Clark? She didn't utter a single word. Not one. She let the game speak for her. Forget hype. Forget speculation. This was a warning shot. Caitlin Clark has returned, and the entire camp felt it in their bones. But before we dive in, do one thing. If you've ever seen her doubted, pushed aside, or written off, smash like and drop a comment. She's back. Pay attention. This wasn't a video that went viral by chance. It blew up because it exposed the unexpected, sheer authority, icy control, and quiet domination from someone people quietly dismissed. This wasn't a warm-up. It wasn't casual drills. Every possession carried weight. Every glance sent a signal. And the fans saw it instantly. Social media erupted, not because of words, not because of conflict, but because Caitlin Clark moved like a force of nature, precise, composed, unstoppable. Pull-ups, reads, spacing, shot creation, leadership radiating from every movement. The player once called overhyped now stood as the calmest, most unshakable presence on the floor.
This has kind of been my next thing that I've been working for since our season ended, and just really thankful for, you know, the training staff and player development and everybody that has kind of been there with me. They haven't taken a break either, because they, you know, they invest a lot of time and they want me to be successful. So I think for myself, like, it's not proving it to yourself again, but it's just that feeling. And I think it just made me smile quite a bit. Like, I really did kind of feel like myself out there and just continuing to get my lungs back. But I felt like I was moving really well. So it was pretty satisfying.
Here's the part no one dares to say aloud. The moment she stepped on the floor, everything shifted. When Caitlin Clark moves like this, the chatter dies. The hierarchy wobbles. The narrative fractures. You could feel it in the air, see it in every glance, every subtle flinch, not in words, but in posture, in hesitation. This wasn't Caitlin trying to belong. This was Caitlin reminding the world exactly who she is. And the timing? Impeccable. It came after months of whispers, debates, questions about whether she belonged, whether she should wait her turn, whether she should compromise. But here's the truth. The greatest don't bend to the moment, they bend the moment to themselves. And that's what made this footage terrifying. Not flashy, not loud, just precise, dominant, calm, untouchable. Fans noticed immediately. The energy of a true GOAT had returned. They tried to slow her down. Nothing worked. It looked different, unsettling, unstoppable. But the deeper story? This wasn't about a single practice. This was the culmination of every slight, every rotation discussion, every quiet moment of doubt, every calculated pause. That pressure didn't break her. It honed her into a weapon. And suddenly, the very voices that questioned her existence were left scrambling to justify themselves. That's when the real revelation hit. Want to see her command the floor?
To watch her play. I mean, here we are, gathered here to watch some snippets of her shooting the ball and running the court and playing a little defense during a practice. And I was excited about this, more excited about this footage than anything I saw on the court during the season once she was out. That's sort of the power of Caitlin Clark, right? You know, that's the power of Caitlin Clark. Unbelievable. Tell me what you think in the comments section as always.
Accusations, not with debates, but with sheer contrast. When Caitlin Clark exudes confidence, the entire floor bends around her. When she attacks, defenses scramble, shift, falter. When she finds her rhythm, the game accelerates for everyone else and slows down, impossibly, for her. That's the mark of true mastery. And the fans felt it instantly. No leaks, no press statements, just your eyes watching brilliance unfold. When Caitlin Clark ignites, everything else vanishes. The chatter, the politics, the stories, all erased in an instant. Here's why this moment cuts so deep. Team USA camps are built on hierarchy, on roles, on trust. And Caitlin Clark? She didn't ask for trust. She claimed it. That's why reactions were so raw, so intense. That's why the clips kept looping across feeds. It wasn't just skill on display, it was authority. No forcing, no rushing, no fear. Pure command. And for anyone expecting her light to dim under the pressure, they watched it fuel her instead. This is what happens when a player owns herself completely. Fans noticed every fraction of a second. And their reactions? Nothing subtle about that.
And
it's cool here too because Steph White is one of the coaches for Team USA. Nate Tibbetts is there. He's guarding Caitlin Clark. It's so funny when you're watching Nate Tibbetts also because he was like smiling the entire time. A little behind the back pass there from Caitlin. Nate coming over to set a screen. She splits the screen, takes it to the rim. Caitlin playing defense. They do have a male practice team that is playing against them. Kelsey Plum off the screen, kicks to Caitlin Clark for 3. Caitlin Clark up the court. Another 3. Caitlin Clark off the screen, another 3. Her shot looks really good. There were other photos of her going around, I feel like the past couple weeks also saying that it looks like she dropped some of the muscle that she did gain before last season. It's hard to tell. To be honest, you guys, I'm not really like body watching Caitlin Clark like that. You know, we had the photos last year from Media Day when she was like flexing and all that, and you could clearly see that she had put on a lot of muscle, but it's hard to tell here, so I'm not really going to comment on it. But there were some fans that were saying it looks like she dropped some of the muscle that she put on, and a lot of people were wondering if that is why she had so many soft tissue injuries.
She didn't fight the moment. She owned it. Confidence can't be benched. Here's the truth. This isn't about rivalries. It isn't about comparisons. This is about presence. When Caitlin Clark steps on the floor, the energy bends. The game tilts. No chatter, no politics, no pressure can touch her. That's why this footage hits so hard. It proves something undeniable. You can limit minutes. You can manage rotations. You can try to control the narrative. But greatness? It cannot be hidden. And now, the door is wide open. Caitlin Clark didn't crash it down. She walked through. Calm. Ready. Unshakable. And that's why the internet erupted. This isn't hype. This is reality. So, here's the question no one can answer. What does Team USA do now? What happens when the player everyone doubted suddenly becomes untouchable? That's the tension. That's the pressure. And that's why this moment transcends basketball. This wasn't just a practice. This was a statement. Caitlin Clark is still here. Still lethal. Still redefining the game. And this time, she didn't speak. She didn't need to. If you felt that shift too, comment, she's back. One thing is clear. The narrative didn't beat Caitlin Clark.